Amy has finally gotten ready to meet her pup. So the shot is being taken from on top of the Castel Sant'Angelo and looking down at the bridge crossing the Tiber, and we get a view of the Tiber in the same location. And here's a picture looking out to the Vatican and St. Peter's. It's said that a passageway was built from here to the Vatican so that the popes could escape to here should they be under siege. And in at least the case of one pope, his life was saved because of that passageway. This, during the Renaissance period, became the home of many of the popes. This gives a broad view of Rome in the direction of the Pantheon. Now, we'll get back to that, which is where we were staying. This is looking down at one of the turrets, where obviously cannons were placed to protect the fortress. This is the bronze statue on top of the Castel Sant'Angelo. We are now on the roof overlooking the city. This is a shot of Judy panicking. She hates heights, so she was a little bit nervous and won't come near the edge. Here's a panoramic view of Rome from the top of Castel Sant'Angelo. Unbelievable. Absolutely phenomenal. Leading up to St. Peter's. Here's a top view of where we were, where the cannonballs are placed, and the entrance to the exhibit. And here's a view of the roof on the next level down. Again, the Tiber. Close-up of St. Peter's. The Vatican. Carrie Denellen taking a picture. This is a view of Rome from the other side of Castel Sant'Angelo. It's a remarkable view. The sun is just coming out today, and it's lighting up the city. This is gorgeous. I don't know what this monument is next door. Another view of the Tiber. And if I could zoom in real well, I could get a picture of McDonald's, which is the only place that has American coffee in this city. Just kidding. This is Judy, who has not moved 2 feet since we arrived on top of this view, on top of the Castel. She has been guarded carefully by Amy, her diva, who refuses to look at the camera because she doesn't quite have her makeup on. This is a view of the ceiling, which was intended to mimic the Papal Sistine Chapel. And I believe the Pope met here with the cardinals periodically. We are on our way out. Judy's giving it the last. I'm taking this just to give you a view of the thickness of the wall. It's incredible how thick these are. Let's see if I can do it better with a black backlight. Does that help? Just a view of the support structure, I guess, as we leave. This is Carrie, very excited about what we're doing. She thinks that this trip is but eminently worth her while. Wants to come back again soon. This is a Gothic cathedral, which stands in contrast to all of the other churches in Rome. It's a very small one. Actually, this isn't a cathedral, it's a church. This is the Mausoleum di Augusto. Not too far from the Castel St. Angelo, and this is what Castel St. Angelo looked like when it was first built for Hadrian in the year 139. This is looking up to the Piazza di Spagna, up the Via Condati, which at night all of these lights are on. And that's the Spanish Steps up ahead. The famed Spanish Steps.
Again.
Again, most notable because this is where the American Express office is, and this is where Carrie won her most famous boxing match. Here's the American Express office at Piazza di Spagna, Amy's favorite place, and for your reference, there is an American Express cash. And here is Amy and Carrie. Amy, who owes her life to this. This is the most famous area in all of Rome. Monuments on both sides of the entranceway. Beautiful mosaic, carefully reproduced.
You are. You're like a mild version of Barbara Claire. Dad, can I just look at it?
No.
What's wrong with you?
No.
Take a picture of hotel, restaurant, Boston.
Okay, flamingos because Judy wanted them, and we're at the
Too bad
Rome
wasn't
Zoo. An elephant at the zoo.
He moved like right when I was saying.
Is this a camel? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Here we have an instance of a monkey taking a picture of a monkey.
I'm gonna flick you off in a minute.
And we have Amy contemplating using her second picture for this entire trip. We have gone through the Forum, the Colosseum, St. Peter's. Amy is conserving her film. She wanted to take a picture of all in one picture.
Well, look at these.
This animal says he's bored.
I want to go home.
Yeah. I gotta get this.
What are you doing, guy? Two yak not being very hospitable to each other.
One looks like a big dog.
One is driving the other back.
Why is he doing this? He's the biggest?
It's Carrie talking to her brother.
I don't really talk to animals all the time.
His toenails clipped. Look at that one toenail.
See, that's what I was asking him. I said, what happened to your feet?
And what did he say?
He said, get away, Carrie. I don't love you.
He's walking under the carrot. There's like sunning.
See, look. He's gonna walk under his daddy.
Itching.
I'm taking this picture under duress because Carrie and her mother became obnoxious.
He came over expecting food.
This is Amy taking a picture, two of a giraffe. She hasn't taken any of the monuments in Rome. Still on her first foot of film. Two black panthers being playful. This is a lion. This is the Gallery of Modern Art.
Look at the lion's head.
Incredible structure. Huge. Huge palace.
Carrie's eating.
Okay, here we are at the Hotel Forum taking a picture of Via Tor dei Conti. Across the street is the Hotel Forum, the hotel that I wanted to stay at, where they have a restaurant on top of it that enables you to see the Forum from it. So it's a beautiful view of history. Okay, here we are on our train ride to Florence from Rome. It's now 7:30 in the morning about. And I'd like to ask Amy and Carrie what their reactions to the trip are so far.
Love it.
Amy, do you want to talk about your experience? Well, we're now switching to the Madame of the house. Madame, how has the trip been for you so far?
A little bit tough.
In what way, Madame?
In the way that I've had to put up with you.
Has it been very hard?
It's been very screechy. Keep saying it wrong every day. Children are wonderful.
The children are wonderful, and did you say the sights were wonderful
Yes,
too?
dear, and you are wonderful. We love you. We're glad you planned our trip for us. See, they're all going.
Amy worries about our meals constantly.
What?
What?
Dad won't let her.
What?
Said I want to play with the recorder that I'm looking into. Won't let me.
Why won't I let you?
I'm irresponsible.
Do I really think that? Is there any reason for me to think that?
Because I broke so many cameras. I didn't break them all at the same time.
Space capsule in Florence. Amy's coming out of it. And there's Carrie enjoying every moment of glory that she popped. This is the approach to the Santa Maria del Fiore in Florence. And the street is lined with shops, which makes Judy very happy. Here's the front entrance to the Santa Maria del Fiore. Just to give a view of scale. Side view of the dome, which apparently when it was constructed was a major engineering feat. Rome is Santa Maria del Fiore is the 4th largest church in the world. This is a view from the front. Firecrackers have been going off the whole time we've been here. I don't know what the hell's going on. And here is Amy, Carrie, and Judy. Judy is bitching once again about the fireworks. What's so famous about these doors?
These doors, there was a commission by all the great sculptors of the period. Okay, a contest rather. And Gilberti won.
And what's so great about them?
What's so great about him is in one of the scenes is Adam and Eve being cast in the Garden of Adam and Eve. The same, almost identical Adam and Eve. Supposedly on these doors.
Oh, so Michelangelo copied one of these scenes for the Sistine Chapel?
They did that in those days. I mean, that was considered okay, I guess. And they copied each other's works from each other.
So Michelangelo is an imitator. Okay, this is above the entrance to the cathedral.
Go all the way up to the pediment, Jim, where you will be here. The prophets,
This is
Moses,
the top.
Isaiah.
All right.
The Old
Oh, the
Testament
different
prophets.
ones? Okay, are the Old Testament prophets? And then there's the stained glass window.
And then you have the apostles, I believe, going across the taxes towards
This is the inside to Santa Maria del Fiore, looking up to the altar.
Taxed by other people, taxed by themselves. This time, this contest.
This is a shot of the altar. It's as close as you can come. It's mostly cordoned off. Okay, here we are on top of, what are we on top of? The dome of Santa Maria del Fiore. We've just climbed 463 steps. And this is Florence. And if you don't think this is far up, just look down. And this is a close-up view of the people down in the bottom. And there's some more idiots at a tower across the way. These are Kerry's Mountains across the way. This is from another side of the dome. Here's Jude, scared to death, but she did it. All the way to the top.
What's the castle? Is that a castle? Look at that. What is that?
Okay, this is a view from across. It looks like a castle out there. Another view from the tower here.
Too crowded.
It's a view of another church, again from the top of Santa Maria del Fiore. It's a rather overcast day. This is the view looking directly down from the dome. Can you imagine building this 600 years ago? Scare the crap out of you.
There are many deaths.
How many people lost their lives doing this? Unbelievable. Apparently they have sunroofs atop of the roofs in Florence. There's one. There's another with a picnic bench and tables.
Oh, I see it.
Chairs. This is the green dome, which Carrie calls the ugly one. Which is Amy's. Because it's ugly. Carrie hasn't found the perfect dome because that would be hers.
Oh, the perfect dome.
And is this Carrie's?
Yes.
This is Carrie's, okay. This is a main altar behind the central altar, which it looks like is the place where they offer Mass most frequently. This is the crucifix on the main altar. Windows directly above the main altar. That is the peak of the dome from which we just came. Don't know if any of this will. Here's a side view of the cathedral.
I have to pay.
That's not the cathedral.
Dad?
It's the tower next to it, and I don't know what it's
Can you
called.
leave this camcorder for me next semester?
It's time to go. Carrie, come on. Come on. Let's go, Carrie. Come on. Time to go. All your friends are going to see this video. Good. Let's go, Carrie.
Do a shop in Italy. We've been here for 5 days.
Yes, and we've done a lot of
Is that it?
No, Amy and Carrie want me to do shopping on this beautiful street.
Yes.
What do you think, folks? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, the answer is no.
No.
Judy is checking this place out.
She's out of control.
This is out in front of the Uffizi Palace. That it is the Uffizi Palace. Just as you enter the Uffizi Palace, you pass the Palazzo Vecchio, Palazzo Vecchio, which is also a palace that we saw, and we saw that tower from the top of the Duomo, from the dome of the Duomo. Judy is now examining artifacts unique to this area and manufactured in Taiwan and Hong Kong. This is the famed Ponte Vecchio, which has changed Amy's view of the world.
Is this still the same?
And the Arno River flowing underneath it. Look at the smile on Judy's face. That's because she's seen several shops.
I like the ring that has blue lapis in it.
And Carrie has seen something that she wants, Amy has seen something she wants, and nobody's getting... We are now on the famed Ponte Vecchio. As you can see, we are all waiting for Judy to stop looking. And Judy is over here somewhere. If you look carefully, you can find her, if you care. That's the entranceway to Ponte Vecchio. There are a number of jewelry shops along both sides. Some are open today, some are not. This is the view up the Arno from the Ponte Vecchio. The other side of the Ponte Vecchio, again looking upriver from up the Arno. And on the left here is the Pitti Palace, the beginning of it. Wait a second, I think that's the Uffizi Palace. Sorry about that. Okay.
How much?
The ones that I wanted were $79. So, but I have a question.
What did you want?
Suede, brown
Did you know
suede
that this is the highlight of your trip for your mother?
boots. Yes.
And mother said that if I go back to the hotel, she'll be very upset. And nothing matters more to her than being here at San Lorenzo Market. Now Amy appears
I was looking at them.
back from the shops.
The same thing. The ones that I really like.
All right, let's walk down the
It's
end.
serious business, as you can tell. This is where we walked up 463 steps to in order to get a view. That's at the top of the dome. Okay, what I'm recording now is the top of the Palazzo Vecchio, which they have lit up for New Year's Eve with some kind of torch arrangement.
Look at those torches burning.
This is where we were earlier this afternoon. Taking shots of the Ponte Vecchio, and these are the banners that fly above each of the shops. It's lit up at night, and you don't necessarily notice it during the day. This being New Year's Eve, a lot of people out walking. Stay here. All right, here we are in Siena, arguing already. Carrie wants to walk across the street and take a picture of this beautiful sight, and Mother is screaming no.
I can go after you.
Well, we've made it up this far, up the hill to Siena from the train station. And now it'll take us another hour to make it through this row of shops.
Get a shot of this dentist's office.
This is a famous historical plaque for a dentist. This is another shot of the entranceway to Il Campo, or whatever it's called, the center of the city.
Do you want me to
I don't know what this is, but it's spectacular. Read it.
How can she read if it's on the English
I don't know who this guy is.
It's Salustio Bandini. He's a pope. Popoli means pope.
Salustio or Salusto?
Salustio.
Bandini.
Right, he's a pope.
All right, he did. This is a continuation of the walkway to the center of the city. And see, it's quite striking.
Arani
The
Suzuki.
Banchi di Sopra, and we go right when we face that sign.
Yeah.
We're at the intersection of the Croce del Travaglio.
We passed two Benetton.
What are the boys playing?
Here we are at
They're playing frisbee.
Il Campo, which is the main square in Siena. This is where the Palio, the horse race, is held.
What
Little
month?
horses.
It's held every year in July and August. July 2nd and August 17th.
I don't like Siena anymore.
And it's where the Contrade compete. This is bell tower
All the churches
on
have
the
bell
Campo.
towers.
There we go. This is Amy.
Taking her glasses off so she will look better.
There are the kids and Judy. They're continuing to walk because there are no shops. A fountain on Il Campo. Supposedly drinkable water.
Oh, really?
From the other end. This is the Duomo.